Hey everyone, it's been a little bit. I'm on my break right now. Yes, I left off about talking about Shipped. I had considered doing Ship a while back, but at the time when they first started, and I think it's still probably limited. They were only limited to a certain area where Target was located. Um, and then I had signed up for Walmart Spark program to try and do that because I was looking for other ways, but I never did it. Just because like with my schedule, I'm definitely looking for ways to hustle for sure, but I also have to do it around my work schedule, which is in the mornings from like 8:30 to 4:30. So I have to make it work around that. And for me personally, I don't really want to do it on my days off because especially now I do need it and I want to spend as much time with my kids. Yes, I do want to hustle and make the money, but I don't want to hustle so much where I miss out on their life. I mean, they're both getting older. One's going to be 15, the other one, my youngest, is 11. She's going in the middle school. So I want to spend as much time with them, but also hustle. My son, he's almost 15 and he wants to make money, so I'm really proud of him. But anyhow, yeah. So I mean, the Spark app, I think would have been great. But then I also realized they go all over the island. Because I live about 20-30 minutes from where Walmart is located, and I order groceries from them pretty much almost every week. I find it convenient. I do like the convenience of it. So I get that they will go all over the place. And, the gas can be high, but if you're willing to do it, the flexibility is definitely there. And, there's tons of people like me also, people that visit the island that like to have their, groceries or items delivered to them. Either they don't have time or they just don't want to do it. I'm kind of both. Like, I hate going in the store. Honestly, the shop, I really like this convenience of it. And I also feel like, hey, this is like somebody's their job. So in a way, I guess I'm helping supporting them. So that's definitely something to think about. But with Spark, and well, even with DoorDash, you have to like go to their app, sign up for it. DoorDash is pretty easy and getting accepted. Walmart, um, the Spark program. Um, for me, it didn't take too long. It took a few days to get accepted. Um, just as long as you provide all the right documents, you'll be able to get in there no problem and get signed up. But definitely a good way to hustle. Um, to do that. For me, the only way I would be able to really do any of that without sacrificing all of my time is to do it at nights, like after 5. But I was thinking about it last night when I thought about going to do DoorDash. I was like, well, if I can do it for an hour or two, is it really worth it? Because, since I don't do it as often as someone else that does it 8 hours a day or 8 hours plus, they're going to get the good offers. They're going to get, the ones that make more than $7, whatever per hour. I'm like, oh, is it really worth it? I mean, I need to make at least $50 or whatever to cover gas and time. And I was just really tired. I'm like, no, I was mentally exhausted from my day job yesterday. So I didn't do it. But that's just me. DoorDash, Instacart, Spark, all of these things are great. And they are things that a lot of people use. They like the convenience. I did notice in my area that it was busy like about 7:30 at night for DoorDash. So probably people getting home from work. So it's definitely, a good side hustle. It's just not one that I think will work for me, especially since I also picked up a part-time job and it's different than what I do during the day. A little more physically demanding, but I only do it like 3 days out of the week for like 2.5 hours. So it's not bad. It helps, but I want more flexibility. And I know getting another job will limit my flexibility, but I need to hustle. So that's why got that. But, if you have the opportunity, definitely like DoorDash is not that hard. DoorDash, Instacart, all of those gig works, they're not hard. And it's nice that we have these options these days. A few years ago, before 2020, I don't think these were really an option. So it's a nice option to have as another way to hustle. So I'm continuing the hunt for a hustle, something with definitely more flexibility, especially with my job now that I have something to work around. And two, I can bring forth a hustle that I can do full time. I've mentioned before, I have a few ideas, things I want to do, because I also want to help my son. He expressed he wants to get a job. So, I want to help move our family from the same position that we've been in, the standstill. And I know certain sacrifices have to be made, but I'm not willing to, and maybe that will be my downfall, but I don't want to sacrifice all of my time with the kids, but I will sacrifice as much needed so that I can have the freedom and the flexibility that I desire. But this is just my 2 cents. Just wanted to share. If you're thinking about doing gig work, give it a try. If you have the time, the availability, and you're willing, or if you have a full-time job and you're willing to work it around your life and your schedule, definitely do it. Try it. You don't know until you try it. Like, you need to get into the swing to see if this will be for you. And if it's not, that is totally okay. Move on to something else, but you'll know at least you tried it. I want to do everything. I can't do everything, but yeah, give it a try. And I want to thank everyone for hanging out or stopping by. If I didn't welcome you earlier, thank you. For those that have been following me, and hello, and welcome to those that are new and are sticking around for my rambles. Should just change it to Cat's Rambles. But I'm grateful that you guys are all here, and I will share my experiences, whatever I learn, so that we can build our business, build our brand, our side hustles or online hustles, whatever the heck it is, mom life, organization. I appreciate each and every one of you, and let's continue on this journey together. You guys have a beautiful day. Aloha.